Hello again, all life path number twos. This is your June reading for 2020. I can't actually believe we're nearly halfway through the year. It's just flown this year, even with all the upheavals and everything. But anyway, we'll get into your reading. I'm going to give you the new moons and the full moons because there's also eclipses this month which are going to affect us. Sorry for the lighting, guys. I'm actually doing this at night time. But anyway, we'll get into the full moon, which is on the 5th or 6th of June in the sign of Sagittarius. So depending on whether you're in the southern hemisphere or northern hemisphere, be the 5th or 6th. And also with that full moon, there's a partial lunar eclipse in the sign of Sagittarius. So at the moment, I've only done one reading, but I know I can feel the effects of these eclipses coming into effect already. And we're only at what are we today? The 25th of May. I'm doing this. With also Sagittarius, the South Node has moved into the sign of Sagittarius. The South Node is all about the past, okay? So that's what the South Node deals with. The North Node, which is now in Gemini, deals with the future. So Gemini is heavily featured, and also so is Aquarius. Aquarius, we're in the age of Aquarius now, okay? And all these planets that are retrograde at the moment are all having still a big impact, especially Venus, Saturn, Pluto. We also have Mercury going retrograde in June on the 17th or 18th, depending on which hemisphere you're in, of June. So Mercury is will station direct around about July 11th till 12th. So there's another one that's in play at the moment. We'll move to the new moon, which is on the, here's my notes here, the 20th or 21st of June. We have a new moon in the sign of Cancer, and it is 0 degrees of Cancer. We're going to have also an eclipse there, but it's a solar eclipse in the sign of Cancer, but it's at 0 degrees. And if you know anything about the number 0, you can Google it, whatever, in numerology. It's actually quite a special number. So it's like the beginning. 0 in the tarot deck is full card. And the node has just come out of Cancer. The North Node has just come out of Cancer and gone into Gemini. So Cancer themes are basically playing out at the moment. So that's about all I have to tell you on those. But it seems to be with eclipses, we've got 2 this month. They can take anything up to 6 months to play out. So, and it doesn't matter, we've all got Cancer or Sagittarius somewhere in our charts. So I'm not an astrologer, but I just like to know when the full moons and new moons are. The eclipses, they have a big effect on people, especially this first one, although it's only a partial eclipse. In the sign of Sagittarius on the 5th or 6th, it's only a partial eclipse. The Sagittarius has got those nodes, that South Node, which deals with the past and at the present. And what was the other thing I had to say about that? It's also a 1 universal month. So June is a 1 universal month. May was a 9 universal month. So we go back to the number 10. If you add it up, it's a 10. You reduce it to a single digit. 1 is a single digit of 10. So 1 is basically, it's quite a special number. With what was I going to say? I'm just trying to read my notes here, sorry. And it is a little bit late at night for me to be doing these videos. Yeah, this is it. 1 universal month doesn't come around too often. If we are lucky, you'll get just 2 of these numbers in a year. So make the most of the next 30 days. So that's another one, because we're in one universal month. Everything is changing. We've got eclipses, all this thing starting to play out. So I'm going to get into the cards. I'm going to do something a little bit differently because I don't like doing things the same way all the time. I'm going to do a past, present and future spread. So that's 9 cards. I can clarify it. I've got another deck down here. I'll clarify it with this deck here, the Gilded Tarot. But I've also got a little bit of something at the end of it. We're going to pull some cards at the end of it. But I'm going to leave that as a little bit of a surprise at the end of it. I just thought I'd do it for something a little bit different for this month's read. There's so many spreads you can do in tarot that we don't need to stay stuck in our old habits of doing the horseshoe spread or the Celtic cross sort of type thing. So we're going to try something a little bit different. So we'll get underway with shuffling your cards for life path number 2s. That's it there. I'm just going to split the deck. And if you watched my video last month, you know I always take the middle set of cards and we'll lay your cards out. And I will hold the cards up. You can't quite see them on the table at the moment. You'll see 2 major arcana cards at the moment. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to pull a card from the middle of the deck, and this is going to be the card of the universe. This is the card the universe is going to give you for free. Well, it's all for free, but it's just a little bit of an extra on top of it. So the card you got is the 2 of Gabriel, which is the 2 of Wands. It reads, make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. I hope you can see that card. It's a little bit dark tonight. That's that card there. So to me, this with the 2 of Gabriel was making plans for the future. Making bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. So this can be going into a partnership with somebody because there's 2 people there. See the 2 people? But we'll see where this 2 of Gabriel comes into play. But that's the card of the universe, what I call the card of the universe. We're going to pull up your past cards here. And you've got the 5 of Ariel, the Sun, and the Page of Michael. The 5 of Ariel reads, you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. And if you know the normal tarot deck, this is being sort of feeling like finances aren't where they should be, being left out in the cold. This can be, I'm just trying to have a look down here at your cards. This can be coming out of a relationship and having to support yourself, all this sort of type thing, feeling a little bit left out in the cold. But from now on, you're standing on your own 2 feet, and it is a 5. 5 is a very scattered number. But the 6 of the Ariel, which you've got down here, so you gravitated down to the 6 of Ariel here. This is your past card. So especially being in, we've just had people in lockdown, all this sort of type thing. People have lost their jobs, all this sort of type thing. That can be a factor in it as well. But you've got the Sun card here. Now, the Sun card is, most people know if they've been watching me for a while, is my favourite card in the deck. And the Sun represents everything turning out roses sort of type thing. Sunshine, all that sort of type thing. Everything will work out for the benefit of, the whole situation or for your highest good. It reads at the bottom, life is wonderful, thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. Here you've got the card saying, self-fulfilling prophecies, negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. You've gravitated to that, to saying that, life is pretty wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking. So the major arcana cards come here to basically give you a hand out of this situation. Now, this could have been happening in the last sort of 4 to 6 weeks, because these are your past cards. Okay, you're coming out of that situation. You've also got the Page of Michael here, which is the Page of Swords. And it says, an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. Okay, so just be careful on those contracts and documents of whatever this exciting new challenge could be. Basically having a look down here as well, because they're all tying in. That's the card I'm looking for the 2 of Gabriel here. This is where this card is tying in. Making bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. So those 2 cards go very nicely. So this is where this is tying in. Maybe you've got an offer of a new job, all that sort of type thing. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents thoroughly. With the 2 of Gabriel here, it says make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. There is a little sort of cautionary note on the page, because pages are messengers. The message can come across a little bit bluntly with this page, okay, because it is a swords card. He cuts straight through the truth. And he's not too bothered about people's feelings. So it's not the person who is giving or the person relaying the message that is important. It's the message itself. So just don't sort of, just take it on the chin, because it's an important message, okay? But it is about new endeavours. So just keep thinking positively. You've probably been in a situation where you weren't thinking very positively, that it was all doom and gloom, and maybe you've lost your job, as many people have. Maybe you're still in lockdown, maybe you're having to work from home. Here in New Zealand, we're out of lockdown, but we're still in level 2. We still have to be a little bit careful, keeping our distance, all that sort of type thing. But yeah, we've come out of lockdown a lot sooner than some other places in the world that I can think of. So that's your past anyway. We're going to go now to your future cards here, because they're pretty big cards. You've got a Major Arcana card, and it's called Change Your Life. You've got the King of Gabriel, and you've got the 8 of Raphael. Now, the 8 of Raphael is probably a pretty good card in this present spread. So this is for June, and your future cards here are sort of going from June into July. And it's got here, change your life. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. And there's all the change coming in here from your past, okay? So the change is actually coming. There's a sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. You then get the King of Gabriel, or the King of Wands, and it says, keep your eyes on the big picture, leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Continue genuine concern for others. Sorry, the lighting's not very good in here. I'll have to fix that at some stage. And then you get the 8 of Raphael. Okay, this is one of the best cards. It's the 8 of Cups, I think, in the normal traditional tarot. But in this one, I like the depiction in it. It says, there is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you, a spiritual quest. And if you can see that card there, you've got this young lady and this little dog here going across this bridge, okay? So that's your quest to, basically, take the bull by the horn sort of type thing and cross that bridge. Because there is something better waiting for you on the other side of that bridge. You've got 3 cards here that are all saying, change is coming. Big change is coming. It's usually big change too with this card, because it's a Major Arcana card. You've been in this situation in the past. You've got the Sun card saying that everything is going to turn out sunshine or success. You've got news and messages coming in. You're making bold and ambitious choices here in the past. And then you get these three cards lining up. So usually with this card, I say if this was me, I'd be running across that bridge because it's a destined event or an opportunity, if you like. But definitely keep your eyes on the big picture, leave the details to others, experience that leads to success. A sudden revelation that offers freedom, break free of procrastination. It's definitely a procrastination card. This is, having your hands tied sort of type thing and not being able to do anything too much about the situation. You're having to let it work out, play out as you do sometimes, until these opportunities come up at the destined time when they are supposed to come up. So those are all pretty good for your present. And at the moment, I haven't had to clarify any. I am going to clarify this one, but I'm going to go to your future card here. You've got the 3 of Michael, the 6 of Ariel, and the 6 of Gabriel. Okay, so like I said, you had the 5 up here. You've got the 6 of Gabriel here. I'm going to go to this 3 of Michael because it's the 3 of Swords in the normal traditional tarot. It says, release the past, you will grow from the situation, time heals all wounds. And as I said that, I'm thinking about this node in Sagittarius, which is all to do with the past. What's gone, what's been, things have changed so much in the world. We do have to get over the past, basically. And this is why the nodes have now moved into Sagittarius. You can look up what Sagittarius rules or that sort of type thing, what it represents, if you like. It might be a better way to put it. But you're getting over this. You're having to leave all this in the past, and maybe you're feeling a little bit brokenhearted, a little bit wounded, sort of type thing, that you've had to basically change things in your life. But this one here is saying that change is coming into your life. There's not a lot you can do about it. We're all going through this scenario. A lot of people are going through this scenario. You're not alone here. For life path number 2s, you have to get over this change that you need to make, and you have to do it because it's in your best interests, okay? Leave the past in the past is what I'm going to say. But you have to sort of deal with it as well. I put something on my Facebook page today about having to deal with how to heal, sort of type thing. I'm not going to bring it up, but anyway, and it's a lot about, it's got a wheel sort of type thing, and there's different sort of segments on it of how you actually heal. So if you want to go to my Facebook page, or even Sun, Moon and Tarot, I think I put it on there as well. So, but this is, it does take time to heal from the past. Don't be too quick to sort of jump into the next situation or the next scenario. But you've definitely got, new opportunities coming up here. And it is time to make these bold and ambitious choices, like this one says, You're at a 2 here, you need to go to the 3, the 4, etc., etc. Because that's how tarot works, you gravitate up. Okay, so you've got the 5 of Ariel there in your past. We're going to go to the 6 of Ariel here, which is the 6 of Coins. It says, material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving and receiving with a grateful heart. Especially if you've been in this sort of situation, you're only too, happy to receive a little bit of coin. But now it's time. You've been in this situation, you're coming out of it. This is your future card, where you're being able to make your coin or be given your coin, if you like. But it's your material needs, basically. This is saying that you don't have material needs at the moment. This is saying you don't have enough in the stores, that you don't have enough cash, or you might not even have a roof over your head with this card. This is saying that, things are quite dire here. But this is you coming out in the future from the end of June to into July. This is you coming out with being able to support yourself, your family, or whatever your scenario may be. Especially being into the two, you're all about relationships, that sort of type thing. Looking after your bestie sort of type thing, your partner. That's what two's all about, is partnership. It says, just remember this one, because this will get you out of thinking this negative thought, getting into negative thoughts that create self-fulfilling prophecies. This is prophesizing that you're going to be okay, that you're going to be able to work your way out of it. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving and receiving with a grateful heart. Definitely with a grateful heart. The more that you can be grateful for, the more that you receive. You've then got the 6 of Gabriel. So that's 2 6s here. It's pretty good. 6 is a good number. It says, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to your next project, awards, scholarships, or promotions. And this is where, this middle part here, this change your life, keeping your eyes on the big picture, leaving the details to other experience that leads to success. This is a success card. This one here. There is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you in a spiritual quest. So there is success here, and especially with the Sun card up here. This is saying that, all your worries, although they are relevant, don't need to worry, because the Sun card there, like I say, it's my favourite card in the whole deck. As soon as I see that card, if I ever pick it for myself, I just know that I can relax, and I know that things will be okay, that I'm going to be looked after. The universe will look after me. Especially with this, this is patting yourself on the back too. Give yourself some love as well. This is saying congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Okay, so I may just clarify that 3 of Michael. I'm using the Gilded Tarot to do this one. I'm just doing things a little bit differently. Usually when I do a reading, I can use anything up to 3 or 4 or 5 decks. Oops. Move the tail. I'm sitting on the tail. It's my dog, Pagan. Sometimes they take a while to come out of the deck. And now she's decided to move. I'm just going to grab one out. So we have the 9 of Cups. Okay, the 9 of Cups is the wish card. So I would be making a wish on this card. So 9 of Cups is what they say. I call it the wish card. This is having all your cups basically overflowing with whatever you want in life. So I'll put these 2 cards together. You couldn't get a better reading, really. Coming out of, being left out in the cold, not having enough coin, all that sort of type thing, to having the Sun card and the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups can also be, you may be single, but this is saying that you can now support yourself and everything will be okay if you are single. But it's also for couples as well. So just know that you're going to be okay, okay? But just deal with that past, okay? Because that's the card I pulled it on, was the 3 of Swords. Just know that you've got to deal with this past, these negative Nelly thoughts. Put them in the past. Yes, we all have learning curves and whatever in life, but your lesson is now over and you need to get over that past, especially with the South Node being in Sagittarius. So I'm going to leave that part of the reading there. And I'm just going to clear up these cards here. So I hope that made sense, guys. I'm just going to get rid of those cards and I'm going to do something extra at the end. So I've decided, just for a little bit of a giggle or a bit of fun, I don't only do life path numbers. I do star signs, which I follow closely as well because they are both relevant. I am going to pull an oracle card for life path number 2s, but for each star sign. So from Aries to Pisces. Okay, I'm going to give you one oracle card each, and that will be your extra message card, if you like, for the sign of whichever I'm pulling. So at the moment I'm pulling Aries, and it's number 14, and it's the truth be told. Okay, so either you need to tell the truth or somebody's going to tell you the truth. Okay, so with this card, it's basically pretty straight up and to the point with these cards. So that's why I like these oracle cards. You can't bend them or twist them. Okay, so this is truth be told. Okay, so it might be you having to tell the truth in June, or somebody else maybe telling the truth to you. So vice versa sort of type thing. So this is where you need to maybe sit up and listen or say your piece. Next one is for the Tauruses out there, life path number 2s, and if you're a Taurus, we have blessed, and it's a number 22, which is also an angel number. So if you want to look up the angel number 22, but this card is blessed, and especially when you pulled those cards at the end there, the 9 of Cups, I would be making some wishes and setting some intentions on the new and full moons. But definitely for the Tauruses, life path number 2s and a Taurus, you are blessed. Okay, so whatever you're basically going into, it's basically a blessing in disguise. Okay. Our next one is for the Geminis out there. Geminis, you've got number 38, and it is to be fair. Okay, so this month in June for Geminis, you're going to have to basically walk that middle road, whatever's fair and balanced. You got that card that was the 6 of Ariel there. If you have a look at the card, it's actually, if I can pull it up, maybe I won't, there's scales there being balanced. Okay, everything's fair, everything's evened out. You know, this person gets this much and this person gets the same amount. So whatever you're doing, you have to do it fairly. Okay, but definitely walk that middle road. Make sure whatever you get, that other person gets the same. Okay, so again, you've got the scales balanced there. She's holding the scales, balance things out so they are fair. Okay, so we are now on to Cancers. Cancers, you've got Loyal Heart, and it's a number 35. Now this card here reminds me of the 2 of Cups, but you've got a couple of owls here. So this is talking about being loyal to your heart and to somebody else's heart. Especially with Cancer, Cancer's all about home, family, all that sort of type thing. Being creative at home. I kind of feel like someone's going to realise that you are the loyal heart in their life, and to don't be anything other than what you are, Cancerians, okay? Because you are loyal hearts to your families, your friends, whatever. So, yeah, keep up that loyal heart type of thing. You might think that, I don't know, with that card, all I can say is I just kind of think that you're going to be recognised for that loyal heart that you are, Cancerians. So now we're on to, if you see me going sideways, I'm just looking to make sure I get these correct because it's not something I do all the time. So we're going to pull a card for Leo now. Leo, you got Treasure Island. It's a number 9. So with Treasure Island, this is basically finding your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So especially with that 9 of Cups that came up in your reading for Life Path number 2. If you're a Leo and you're a Life Path number 2, this could be the pot of gold that you've been waiting for, you know. You had the 5 of Ariel there, and you've gone to this, you know, Treasure Island sort of type one. So that's a very good omen for you guys. You know, you could actually hit upon a very good scheme sort of type thing that's going to make you quite a little bit of money. So that's for June. We now come from Leo to Virgo, the lovely Virgos. You have number 26, and it's happy, happy. So if you're a Life Path number 2 and you are a Virgo, you've got happy, happy. Okay, this is you skipping off into the basically in June. This is you skipping through June, being happy, happy. And remember that to have some fun in June. Virgos are generally all about other people, work, and all that sort of type thing. They're great caregivers of people. This is telling you to be happy and have a little bit of fun for yourself. Okay, so happy, happy. And if you can Google the numbers that I give you, I don't have time to do it in these videos, tell you what number 26 means or 35. You can actually Google the numbers in numerology and it'll tell you what it means also. So after the Virgos, we have the lovely Librans. See what the Libra has in store for Life Path number 2's Libras. We have exchanging gifts, and it's number 27. So for the lovely Libras, and this is definitely a Libra card, it's exchanging gifts. So the more you give, the more that you receive is what I get from this card. We all have gifts to share with people. The Librans also, they love to basically look after other people, very much like the Virgos. They give and they give, but sometimes they have trouble receiving, okay? But this is exchanging gifts. So whatever's happening in June, I was trying to think of the month then, whatever's happening in June for the Libras, Life Path number 2's and Libras, you will be exchanging gifts, okay? So be open to receiving gifts as well as giving. So after Libra, we have Scorpios. If you're a Life Path number 2 and you are a Scorpio, let's take that card. Scorpios, Life Path number 2, and you have got Orphaned, which is a number 5. Okay, you've got 2 5s in the spread. If you're a Scorpio and you're a Life Path number 2, you're feeling a little bit orphaned at the moment, a little bit out of sorts, a little bit left alone. Scorpios are going through a few major things at the moment with the skies, so are Libras, and it's kind of carrying on. Scorpio being a very, very deep sign, it's a water sign, you may feel rather wounded, so don't let that 5 of Ariel make you think the worst. You might have had to had your world turn upside down, could have been friends, family, whatever, but you are feeling a little bit lost and alone at the moment. But this will change, okay? This is only for June, but you will come out of this. But you're just feeling a little bit out of sorts, like, you know, you don't have family or friends, or maybe your partnership's broken up, maybe, yeah, there's a few scenarios of here why you could be feeling orphaned, but only you will know, Scorpios. So after Scorpio, we have Sagittarius. So we'll pull one for Sagittarius. Like I said, it's just a little bit of fun, guys, and it's just something you can add extra to spreads. And you do get a bit bored after a while. I want that card there, of doing the same things over and over again. So for Sagittarius, we have building blocks, number 28. So if you're a life path number 2 and you're a Sagittarius, remember there's a lot going on in Sagittarius. You now have the South Node in your sign, which is all about the past. This is building blocks for the future. This is building strong foundations for your future. You also have the eclipse in your sign on the 5th or 6th, depending on the hemispheres. So you're building a strong foundation for your future success, okay, your future life. So after, I have to look at this one, after Sagittarius is Capricorn. For all the Capricorn, life path number 2 Capricorn people. Yeah, a little bit stuck. This one here is number 36 and it says come to the edge. Now this is telling Capricorn people, life path number 2s, to come to the edge, to take a risk, to take some sort of bold action, and basically come to that edge and see how far you can push this, basically this idea or this new path or whatever this may be. But you're going to have to push yourselves a little bit more, Capricorns. Definitely come to the edge and see how far you can fly. Okay, that's Capricorn. We now have the Aquarians. We've just come into the Aquarian age. We have some planets going into Aquarius. Can't remember which ones they were. I'll take the one that came up right, and it says new life, and it's a number 39. So basically, yep, you're a life path number 2 and you're an Aquarian. This is telling you you've got a new life coming, okay? We've entered the Aquarian age. This is about thinking things outside of the box, especially with Aquarians. They're an air sign, they're up in their heads, they think a lot. We've got also the Gemini has got the other node in it. All these sorts of things all come into play in the month of June. So you've got to start a new life, okay? And that's what we saw in the cards anyway. So if you're an Aquarian, you're starting a brand new life. And lucky last, Pisceans and Pisces. We have a leg up and it's number 34. So if you're a life path number 2 and you're a Piscean, you're getting a leg up in June. And you could tell by the cards anyway that you were coming out of, like, you know, the doom and gloom of the 5 of Ariel. You had the Sun card and the 9 of Cups and getting over the past, all this sort of type thing. Pisceans are a water sign. They can be quite deep and quite feely sort of type thing. But here in June, you're getting a leg up from the universe, okay? So from that 5, you're going basically up the ladder to that 9 of Cups, if you like, and that Sun card. So no problems with you for June 2020, Pisceans. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I just thought I'd do something a little bit differently. I've been thinking about this for a little while. I should have started these videos probably last week, but I've been thinking, no, I want to do something a little bit differently. So let me know what you think in the comments. Please subscribe and hit the bell button and you'll be notified when I upload videos. If you want more of these videos, you know, please hit that like button. And also, I love reading your comments as well, and I reply to all comments. So just a little bit of fun, just to lighten the mood up with eclipses and everything else. I just thought I'd do a little bit differently. So I hope you've enjoyed that reading, Life Path number 2s, and I will see you on the flip side in the end of June with the July readings.